Along with the display, you have a keyboard and a mouse that you use to control the computer. In the case of a portable, a laptop, they may be built in, they may be wired using the USB ports either to a laptop or to a desktop computer, or they may be wireless. And the keyboard and mouse preferences let you control everything. With the keyboard, the main settings are the repeat rate when you hold down a key, how quickly it starts to repeat, and the rate at which it repeats and how long it takes before it starts to repeat. You may have an illuminated keyboard in the case of a portable, and you can also use this setting to turn off the computer when it's not used for a certain amount of time. Also on the keyboard, you can say what key you want to use for each of these special modifier keys. So the caps lock key is normally the caps lock, but you could change it to be another key. And you can also, for each of these, say, no, I don't want to use any of the special functionality that happens when I hold down the caps lock key or whatever key I have decided will be the caps lock. In general, this is just going to be an added complication, but the reason you may need to do this is if you have an application that uses modifier keys in a different way, then you may need to release, let's say, the caps lock key so that application X can use it as a modifier, and you don't want the operating system to use it as a modifier. That is the case if you cannot configure the application. The application will need the caps lock key to be under its control. That's when you might use the modifiers. The trackpad, if you have a trackpad on a laptop, you can determine, and it's the mouse if you don't have a trackpad, the speed and how quickly a double click is recognized. On trackpads, you can have gestures. You can use 2 fingers to scroll. If you use 1 finger, which is what I'm doing now, I just move around. If I am in a window with a scroll bar, I can have 2 fingers and it will scroll the window that I'm in. I also have the ability to hold down a key that I can specify here and move 2 fingers on a trackpad or move a mouse and zoom the image. I can also set options for this zooming. Now, this is related to the ability to change the image size. You can change the image size by changing the resolution in displays, and we'll also look at universal access, which is another way of changing the image size. And so you can determine what else happens with the trackpad. And here's how you can manage both a trackpad and a mouse. Bluetooth in this context is for a mouse or keyboard or both that are paired with the computer, and you can see what the battery level in each one is. It's useful to allow a Bluetooth device such as a keyboard or a mouse to wake the computer, but it uses more battery power. So I'm going to take Bluetooth out of the menu bar because we don't need it for a while. The last set of settings for keyboard and mouse are the various settings of combinations of shift keys, command, function keys, and so forth that mean different things on the computer. These are all of the keyboard equivalents that are available on the computer, and you can even set up some for applications. But for example, the function key will take you into dashboard. The function 11 key will take you to the desktop, and you can say that any of these will be available, and you can set what the shortcut will be for each one. Here I no longer have a shortcut for the desktop. Now I say I want it, and as you can see, to change it, you double click the shortcut and type in what the new keys are.